Alright, hey, what's going on, guys? So, what I have in for repair today is I have a Samsung Z Flip. I also have this Samsung S20. And this one is having it was water damage. So, I took the battery out already. I'll show you guys that I already took the battery out because the battery was kind of puffing up. So, I wanted to make sure that I get that out there as soon as possible. But let me see if I do have a Samsung Galaxy S20 battery, and that way I can test the battery first before going any further, because sometimes it can be something as simple as a battery that they need, uh, and sometimes it can be something a little bit more complicated. So I have 21, uh, 22, 23. Let me see if I can find this battery if I have it. Oh, okay, so it doesn't look like I have one on the shelf right there. Let's see. I'm just trying to find a battery first before I go any further. I mean, I could just simply plug it up to my DC power supply and see if it'll turn on, but that's like the last thing that I will try if I can't find a battery. But I also think that the S22 batteries will work to get the device to power on. Uh, it might not sit in it properly, but for now I just need to test it, right? So I'm just trying to find a battery. Trying to find a battery. Alright, so we have two S21 batteries. I'm just gonna open one of these and just try one in there and see what happens. Maybe a little bit bigger battery. That's an S21 FE battery that I see there. Yeah, so the battery's a little bit bigger. Let me show you guys that underneath over my desk. So it's a little bit bigger, and I thought we fixed this the last time with the overexposure on the over the desk camera. Uh, Still overexposed. Let's I feel like this software always has an update. Alright, I'm just waiting for this camera to update. Okay, so I guess it's just stopped out of nowhere. Okay, I'm not getting, I'm not gonna get, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this camera to, like, I wanna, uh, and I guess that will work because, I mean, yeah, it still brightens itself back up. Okay, so I think I know what it is. Okay. Okay, so that seems a little bit better. So let's go ahead and let's test right now. So I'm just going to use the battery this way. And let's try to power it up and see what happens. So I'm getting nothing from it. Now let me get my multimeter and let's see if we're getting any charge here. Let's try this one. It's the top one. I'll be able to see it a little bit better. So we're getting nothing from the charger also. But we wouldn't because the charger's not plugged up. And the screen is also not hooked up. So let's unhook that first and let's connect up the charging cable and the charging cable and the LCD, sorry. And let's try to power it up again. Nothing. So we're getting nothing there. And then let's plug up our charger. We're also getting no charge. So we'll try our phone to see if this charger is working properly. I threw my phone off to the side somewhere. Here it is. Okay, let's test my phone. Okay, so it does charge my phone. And I'm going to try it on this phone again. And we're still getting nothing from this phone. So let's see what we can find. Let's see if there's any short, but I'm really not getting any kind of power draw at all. Right, which you think that when you hook it up, if there's a short, you get some kind of power draw. But it's not drawing anything. It's not doing anything at all. Absolutely zero, nada. I also don't see anywhere that water spilt on this board. So if I'm looking underneath the microscope, which you guys can't see that right this second, let me just take a really quick look, and if I find something, I'll show you guys that way. Even the battery connector is clean. I don't see anything there. Yep, nothing here, nothing. Wait, right here on that 5G antenna. So if we look between here, oh, let me show you guys that. I think there's something there. See there? Right in between here. So let's disconnect this. Because the board looks really clean. I don't see anything on the board. Okay? And I'm going to try this charger one more time to see what happens. Oh, there we go. All right, nice. Nice, okay? So now I can show you guys. So all it was just that antenna, I believe, okay? We can replace that antenna if we need to. Not that big of a deal. And let's try. Maybe the screen is also bad. Not sure. So still nothing. Okay, let's plug all of this up. Trying to see if it's going to show a chart. Yep, there we go. So we do have that, so that's good. That's a start. Okay. And is there water in our power button maybe? Nope, power button is clean. So there's nothing there, so why are we not turning on? Why are we not turning on when we press this button? Are we missing? Am I just not thinking right now? Let's check that connector again. One more time. Yeah, that connector is clean, super clean. So there's nothing there. Nothing there to worry about on that connector. Okay, so why can't we power it on? Is the battery dead? I'm just going to kind of slide it underneath here. And let's see how charged it is. Maybe the battery's completely drained. I'm not sure. But we'll know here in a few. Okay, so it looks like the battery's completely wiped out or something else, but we're pulling 400 milliamps. I'm waiting to see it go up. If it goes up, then we should be good. We could also check the battery, see how many volts is on the in the battery, but we'll just give it a few minutes. Okay, so it still hasn't moved over 400 milliamps as of yet. But like I said, the battery might be extremely drained because it's been sitting for a while. So let's give it like maybe like another minute or two. Oh, you guys never saw what was going on the camera. You guys never seen what was going on the camera. I'll show you guys what's going on in the camera afterwards. Right now, we'll just focus on seeing if we're going to get the correct charging voltage here going on, or if not, then maybe the wireless charge or something is going on with it. But usually, if the wireless charger is not working, would have stopped by now. So the battery voltage is really low, extremely low. Or let's try a different charger. So I'm going to remove this one, and let's see. Still 400 milliamps. Try this one. So we know this cable's not working for sure. Maybe turn around. So I think this side of this cable is working, but we're not seeing anything from it. Oh, that's the iPhone charger. So let's just plug this back in, and we'll give it a few minutes while this thing is charging, and let's see what happens in a few more minutes. Let's see if we get it to start charging properly. Okay, wow. So still nothing yet. So maybe what we have here is a bad wireless charger. Maybe this is just a bad wireless charger now. Or maybe it got loose, got disconnected, or something. Let's take a look. Nope, it's connected up still. So let's check the battery voltage, and I will show you guys that. So you guys can see what's going on here. I don't know which side is which. 3.6. So this battery is good, okay? This battery is definitely good. But we still wasn't able to power it on, right? So when I put it on here and press the power button, still not getting it to power on. Okay, so what might be missing is the 3.3 volt. So this over here might have shorted out the 3.3 volt. I'm not sure. Maybe we disconnect this also. And then let's try it. If not, we're going to move on to the Z Flip that we need to repair. Because I already got it on the heater over there. Yeah, so this button I don't think works. Let's check this button. Let's see if we could check for 3.3 or 1.8. I don't remember what's supposed to be over here. I don't know if you guys can see that. There we go. And I'm just checking this this connector. The power button connector. Checking to see if I get any voltage over here. Nope. Nope. So the power button connector is missing the voltage. So I'm gonna put this off to the side for now because I already put the Z Flip right here. It was on the heater because I want to remove this front screen first. So let me get you guys over the desk, and well, you guys are already over my desk. I want to get this, at least this screen out first, and then I can come back to finishing up. So I'm gonna be really careful. I haven't done one of these before. But I want to remove this screen. I don't even know what to expect underneath here, honestly. I have never repaired one of these before. And I'm just letting the alcohol do its thing. Wow, look how thin that screen is. Yeah, you probably don't want to mess this one up. Okay, so I'm going to get my little magnetic pad metal over here, and I'm just going to put all of these screws on it. So this is a Z Flip 5, okay? I don't know why this the it's like the auto balancing on this camera over the desk camera just keeps going crazy. Like it's just going from like yeah, I don't know why it does that. Let me try to use the Brios app and see if I can get it to. Alright, we'll turn off auto exposure. Thank you. And now let's look and see how this thing looks. And oh, isn't that the wrong camera? Yeah, that's the wrong one. That's the it's messing with this one, the HL6. No, that's not the one I want to mess with. Why is it even? It's showing up as a device, but it's not. It's not the. Okay, let me unplug this camera, the over the desk camera, and see if I can fix. It's not showing up in the software. Let me make sure that it's working. Nope, it's still off. Just gonna try to re-add this camera and see if that solves the problem. I don't get why it's still showing the same image. It hasn't updated or anything. What happened with that camera? Yeah, it's definitely not showing. Did they maybe take it off the list of cameras that they support now? I don't know why they would do that. Yeah, so it's just frozen. Maybe that will help. Nope. So I'm gonna move this other camera to the front USB port, and maybe that will help. Okay, there we go. So it's working now. And let's see if in the Logitech app, if we can find it. Because it's important that we find it on there. No, I don't see it in here still. So I have my Brios. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, so I think what's happening is they no longer support maybe this camera. So what is it? Logitech. Let me see if I can find the software. Maybe we just leave this for some other time and just kind of work through this. But I definitely should fix this lighting because I think the autofocus is really not it. So I think I need to fix this because as soon as I turn on this light and turn it up, or it was on, and turn it up, see the autofocus is adjusting the light, but then it's just overexposing it, and it's not needed. So let me just continue to get these screws out. We'll just take all these screws out because for whatever reason this thing is fighting me right now. So I'm just going to get all these screws out. Oh, that's magnetic. Wow. Didn't realize that. Why did they make the side of it magnetic? Does it help it close or? Trying to look where this battery connects. Right there. So this battery connects right here. Okay. And then we'll just use a plastic pry tool for the rest of this. And then we'll just let's get this other side off while we're at it. And that way, I think there's another battery over there. That way we can disconnect both batteries, and we can come back and we can work on this repair later on, if I have enough time. If not, I'll make a second video because I want to find this software for this camera too, and that way I can lower this exposure. Because you see right where my tools are, it's really, really bright right where my tools are. It's like really overexposed, not needed. So if I can fix that, which I believe I can, I'll just fix that overexposure issue when I download the software for it. But I'm gonna give it like maybe like another minute or two, and we still need a wireless charger for this S20. But I don't think the wireless charger is the issue, right? So actually, I know the wireless charger is not the issue. There's no second guessing there. It's not the issue. Because if I don't find that 3.3 volt, then that means that it's not there. And if it's not there, then obviously we have other issues on the board. It will charge, but it won't turn on because that 3.3 volt is missing. Okay, there we go. We took that other side off also. So now I'm just gonna lay this off to the side somewhere. That is a data recovery job. So is the S20 is not so much a data recovery job. It's for a family member, and I think he thought the phone was just done for. So okay, so let's just try to find this 3.3 volt if we can, or 1.8, whichever one is supposed to be there. I don't see liquid damage anywhere else, but maybe in the speaker or something like that. Let's power this on. A little bit too much, maybe. Yep, a little bit too much. There we go. Here we go. Okay. So you guys can see that. And we're looking for 3.3 or 1.8 on here. So we have, if I'm looking at this connector, I can see that it looks like it connects here, somewhere on this left hand side. It automatically switched, and now I'm not getting any voltage. Actually, it might be on this end, and those are data lines. Okay, so let's put this back in DC. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay, so I'm missing 3.3 volts over here on this connector. I believe that is the power button connector right there, because if I clip this on, and I can see that right here is the power button, and this is volume up, volume down. So the power button is missing 3.3 volt. Let's just triple check. So we have nothing here. We have 0.8 here. Nothing. 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 And nothing. So I think this 0.8 is supposed to be 1.8. 0.9. Okay. So I think there's something going on the board. Maybe the charging port. Okay, so I disconnected the charging port and one of those antennas on the board. You guys can't see that. Is there a way I can do over the desk and my microscope? Do I have that available? Let's just add over the scope and microscope. This one? So let me get this one. I can't even get it. I don't know what that one is. And microscope. We have microscope. Rename. Just name it scope, so that way, hopefully in the future when I need to grab it, like right now, when I add it, hopefully I'll be able to see it. Oh, here we go. Nope, that's not the microscope. Uh, okay, so let's add it again. Try this one. Nope. I really need to go back and rename all of them. Oh, I think it's a capture window. Okay. Not that. I'm not gonna fight with it too much right now because we still have this. So we'll just continue to use this, and you guys can see what I'm. Uh, where's the this? This one. So you guys can see what I'm looking at or what I'm probing. So here and here, actually the voltage dropped. It dropped. There it is. It's oh. Okay. All right. So we're definitely something is going on. Definitely something going on. So let's finish taking this thing apart. And let's see if we got some water on the other side that I'm just not seeing. Because it seems like something is going on maybe on the other side of the board. If not, then this shorted out the 3.3 volt power supply, which I don't even really know where it is. Just being honest, I really don't know where it is. I don't see anything there. All right, so let's remove this, and then maybe it's even on the other side of the board somewhere. We can find a little drip of water that's causing us this headache. If not, it might just be like a needle in a haystack kind of job where you're not gonna find the issue. Unless you know where the 3.3 is. But for now, let's start off with what we know. We've seen a little bit of water, so over here, it looked kind of cloudy right here, but we're good. So no, no, no. Nope. Okay, let's look at the housing again and let's see what we have. So on the housing, that's good right there. Right here. Good there. Those are fine. Camera's fine. And the power button seems fine. Alright, let's look on the board. One drop of water right there. And if we're looking at the board, yep. So, got a little drop of water right here. Alright, so I see nothing that's standing out to me. So let me just disconnect all external. And then let's check for 3.3 again. I think this is the volume up and down button. Still wondering like where, like this little bit right here. Alright, let's just find that. Okay, still nothing there. Let's see if we find a better ground maybe. What? Yeah, 3.6. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. This makes absolutely no sense. So am I just not getting the is am I just not getting the okay. Yeah, this makes no sense. Makes zero sense at all. All right, so I'm just gonna put it back together because this is not making any sense. Because at first I was getting like 800. I was getting like 800 milliamps. So now I want to find out what's causing it not to do anything at all. Like I said, it could be the charging port, but I think even if I know if it even had a bad charging port, it would still turn on. But it's not turning on at all. Okay, let's remove the screws down here also, and let's see if we see anything at the charge in the charging port area. The wireless charger could be blown, but the phone would still turn on if the thermistor on the wireless charger was bad. And I don't see anything. There's no water here. No water got into here. So that's not the issue either. Let's try again. Let's try charger again. Okay, and this time around it's not charging. Oh, that's why. Okay.
And I know it works without that, so that's not the issue either. And now the reason why it would not go past this is because actually, yeah, but it would still turn on even without this wireless charger. It won't charge. But I think I want to say that it should still turn on. 300 milliamps. And it's showing this, but it's not getting past this. And I think the only reason why we're getting 800. Oh, there we go, 1.8. Okay. So is the power button bad? That's a possibility also. That's very possible. That's possible, but it's still only pulling 300. And it's not getting past that. Alright. Wireless charger. And the battery. We have removed the speaker. We've removed everything that was not necessary for this device to power up. We're getting 1.8 volt on the actual power button, so that's good. We're gonna leave this here. See if you guys can see that. Nope. So let me kind of scoot this in the way of. So we're gonna leave this right here that you guys can see it up on the screen. And while that's going, we're gonna continue to work on that Z Flip and replace the housing. If not, then 400. We might need to replace the wireless charger because the thermistor is blown. Let me look to see if I have one. trying to see if I have any kind of wireless charger for Samsung phone. Yeah, so I think. Oh, did we find one? Nope. Womp womp. Okay, so I thought maybe I had one laying around, but it doesn't seem like that. It does not seem like that. Nope, so I don't have the wireless charger for this device to even fully test it to see, because I think that's what's going on with it. I think the wireless charger is not working. Alright, so I'm just going to unplug it for now. I do have another S20, but I'm not going to take that one apart just to test this one. We're just going to move on to the Z Flip and keep going. And we have our replacement Z Flip part. So yeah, this thing does have 2 battery. Wow, amazing. Let's remove this other side over here. I don't want to work on the other side without removing this battery, or at least disconnecting the battery first. Okay, so it says B wherever these black screws go. So if you're doing this repair, wherever it says B at, that's where the black screws go. Just keep that in mind. So I don't need the microscope cam anymore. You can just do over the desk. There you go. And I don't know why these things are like, I feel like they're glued on there or something. I don't know. Okay. And that's this cable right here. So this cable. About to ruin that tweezer for no reason. Alright, so we need a piece of double side tape right there. Let's get that. So right there. Okay, that's good. At least it looks good. Yo. Yeah, give me a minute. Like 5 minutes. Alright, so we got that removed. Let's remove this screw. And we get the charging port out. Just like that. And then let's put this screw back. So I just forgot where that screw came from. So what I'm going to do is just take this right here. We don't need that, but we do need a battery. We don't need this connector. Just like that. And I'm going to try to reuse as much of this as I can. And this side is done, right? So this connects back there. We'll just connect these up. And then we'll just finish disconnecting these. We're gonna have to remove these screws right here also. This has to come off. Like that. And let's remove this next. Okay, that one wasn't that bad. So the whole power button comes out. Yep. And I almost ripped that cable. So that's probably one of the only things that I would tell you to watch out for, because I just almost ripped it. On my first repair attempt on one of these, which lets me know that a lot of people probably damaged though. I mean, just look how thin the cable is. It keeps twisting. It keeps on twisting. Oh, nice. All right, we got it in there. Nice. And that definitely put a smile on my face because I'm sitting here fighting with it. Let me just hurry up and put screws in that. I don't want that to shift. You don't have to do that with a power button, so that's a plus. But you do need this sensor. Yep. And I got that out with the adhesive, so that's good. Not sure what this is. So it looks like another another spot for another sensor. We just went ahead and just transferred that over. We don't need this speaker. We need this front camera. We also need this, which is the 5G antenna. So this same antenna is the one that's shorted out on the other board, on the S21. That's that right there. Okay, so we have one more screw up here. Get that one out. Oh, the SIM card. And there we go. Nice. And let's put this one screw in. Wait, what is this? Is it there? Yep, it's there. So this is there. I was really worried about that because I just seen it and I realized, like, oh my gosh, did I not transfer it over? Trying to make sure I didn't forget to transfer over anything. And then for the camera, there's glue around the edge. So I'm using my tweezer just to kind of pull it out. And place it right in there. And then we're going to pull this battery out. That battery tab ripped. And like that. And let's just quickly do a test. I put the battery in the wrong way. Anybody else catch that? No? I would say clip that, but I don't know if there's anybody to clip it. uh, it's okay. We'll make a short, and maybe the short will get some people to watch it. So it's all good. Okay. So those are both connected, and let's do a test. Okay, there we go. Nice. Nice. All right, let me just pop the SIM card tray back in. There we go. And that looks good. And it closes. Yep. Okay, so that's good. All right, and I mean, oh, did it just turn off or? Maybe it just died. Let's look. Let's see. Because I don't know what happened. The screen turned on. Everything worked for a second, then it went dark. Maybe it senses that this screen is not connected up. Oh yeah, probably because let's test again. This time with that screen connected. Yeah, so maybe the battery's not fully charged. Oh, and the wireless charge is not connected up. Yep, so we have both sides working. So that's good. So for now, we'll just disconnect it, and then we'll finish up the process of putting it back together. So I'm not going to keep you guys watching this, but you guys just seen what I did. I just took everything out and just swapped it over. Oh, flashlight. And I just swapped it over. Where does this go? It's the flashlight. I don't remember how it sits. Like that. Oh yeah, that's crazy. The flashlight sit on top of the camera, but regardless, you guys seen how I took it apart? Just do the reverse. That's all I'm gonna do to put it all back together. Not that hard, not that bad of a repair as I thought it would be. It just seems a little bit more. I don't know. It just seems a lot more risky, but it's not that bad of a repair, to be honest with you. Um, I'm gonna say out of us on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna say this repair it's like a 5 or 6 because you can buy the whole. The hardest part is gonna be removing this screen. If you break this screen, you can also buy it. That's gonna be the hardest part of it, but this is not a real, complicated repair. Once you get everything off, so um, I believe that you guys can do this at home. If you order the part, you can repair this. I'm gonna say the difficulty is a 6, meaning that it's not super difficult, but it's not super easy either because of that first screen. But you guys can do this on your own. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.